Hey, how's it going, guys? Welcome to another How Hard Is It to Run video. This video, I'm going to be covering Saints Row 4. Now, I know a lot of people enjoyed Saints Row 3 that released a couple years ago. It was actually called Saints Row the Third. This is just called Saints Row 4. And the thing about Saints Row the Third that I really enjoyed was it was so much off-the-wall fun. It really had no coherent story, but if you just wanted to pop in a game and play it for a half hour, an hour, Saints Row the Third was really that game to just fuck around with. And I think a lot of people are looking at Saints Row 4 for that same kind of enjoyment. I myself am definitely picking up the game when it comes out, and the minimum and recommended specifications have just been released, so why not cover them? Alright, for the minimum processor, Intel Core 2 Quad-Q 6600 and AMD Athlon 2 X3. Recommended processor is Intel Core i3 2100 and AMD Phenom 2 X4 965. Now, these aren't really high-end CPUs at all. The i3 is kind of the bottom of the barrel CPU, and that's recommended. Same for the Phenom 2. I'm not saying bottom of the barrel, you know, kind of slandering these CPUs, but they're for the budget-end gamer, and that's surprising. I thought Saints Row would have been a game to utilize more CPU and really utilize a quad-core CPU like an i5-3570K, which is kind of odd to me that you can get away with an i3 2100 or an AMD Phenom 2 X4 965. With that being said, those are still great CPUs, but it's just a little limiting in my eyes. But who knows, Saints Row has never been known as this, you know, PC pusher, so it's kind of expected, but I was expecting a little bit more. But hey, that just means more people are going to be able to play it, right? The minimum and recommended memory requirements is really weird. This is RAM, by the way. 4 gigabytes is minimum, and 4 gigabytes is recommended, so it seems like you need to have 4 gigabytes, but it's not going to utilize any more than that, so that's kind of odd to me. Once again, this harkens back to my statement where I've said many times that 4 gigabytes of RAM is still a viable option that people can go to. 8 gigabytes of RAM is not a necessity right now, but in the future, 8 gigabytes of RAM will be implemented, so might as well get that now. But 4 gigabytes of RAM, if you guys do have that, looks like you will be able to run Saints Row 4 no problem. Now, the biggest part of how hard is it to run, the graphics card. The minimum graphics card requirement is an NVIDIA GTX 260 or an AMD Radeon HD 5800 series. They don't specify which 5800 series, which is kind of odd. And for the recommended graphics card, NVIDIA GTX 560 or AMD Radeon HD 6800 series or higher. Once again, they don't specify which AMD Radeon HD 6800. Now, the 560 and 6800 series are older graphics cards. Those were actually released about a year or two ago, so I'm kind of wondering, why do they have those as recommended? Why not update it? You know, pick something that's later, but it's still the same power of the 560, if you guys get what I'm saying. Like, for the recommended GPU, why not say, like, it's recommended GTX 650 Ti, because that's about the same power as the 560. And the AMD Radeon HD 6800 series they have listed as the recommended GPU. They don't even specify which 6800 series it is, because there's the 6850 and the 6870. If I'd have to make a guess, I would say that the recommended GPU would be the 6870, because the 6870 back in the day was the competitor to the GTX 560 non-Ti, which they also have listed as a recommended GPU. Now, they have listed really old GPUs, so I'm going to try to modernize this a little bit. For the minimum, I'd say you need to have at least something like a 6770 or a 7750. That should get the job done pretty well. For recommended, I'd say you could probably get away with something like a 650 Ti or a 7850. So if you guys have those, that's going to be great. I myself have a 770, so not trying to brag here, but this game's not going to be hard at all to run. And for most people, if you have a decent gaming machine, this game is not going to be something hard to run at all. So, yeah, a lot of people are looking forward to it. Looks like it's not going to be a huge PC killer. A lot of people are going to be able to run it fairly well. So, yeah, thanks for watching this video, guys. Remember to subscribe, like this video, and comment, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace.